Hello and welcome back to a new episode in our worst weapons run of Ultimate General Civil War. And today we are going to fight the Battle of Seven Pines. We can bring 6 brigades into the battle and our soldiers have once more gathered in our 3rd corps. Within our 1st division everyone is armed with the reborn farmer musket, and within our 2nd division everyone has the farmer musket. As you can see, we only have very few pieces of these weapons lying around. And our last career point was invested into medicine, giving us a 4% unit restore. As you can see, the rebel army fields about 11,400 soldiers and 11 guns, while we are getting support by about 7,000 soldiers and 15 artillery pieces, giving us a clear artillery advantage without bringing any guns of our own. Our allied forces are mostly equipped with the Springfield M1855 and they have 2 batteries of 10-pounder Parrots. And they also have 2 units armed with the Springfield M1842. Their equipment is far superior to ours, but we bring the numbers. Once our reinforcements arrive, we are going to have 18,900 soldiers and 15 guns. And now it is time to crush the rebels. General, the situation is critical. Our center is under heavy pressure and soon will collapse. The rebels will attack our divided forces and destroy them in detail. Advance the division, reinforce the center of our line and stabilize our battlefront. The rest of your forces will take position north of Chickahominy River at Gainesmill, where the next rebel attack is expected. Godspeed, General. Our forces are getting prepared and the men are moving out. For now, these forces in the center are going to get on a little bit better fighting ground and we can see that the rebel army is beginning to push. Over here Abercrombie moved forward to this farmhouse and now these soldiers can hold their position while our artillery is shelling the enemy side. We have sight on some enemy artillery and we are going to open fire and we need to be careful of this flank. Let's get Kraft and McCook down here. And these men need to hold out for a little while. Boys, double time it. And down here Howie needs to shift. Our reinforcements are advancing and we hear that Brigadier General John Robinson is killed. Down here Rains starts to outflank us, but Croft has arrived in time. McCook is going to get down here, Carr is also going to get down here, because Kraft alone should be strong enough to drive away those forces. Devons, focus down, Page, fire down here, and I want McCarthy to shoot into this massive blob. Howie, you're going to push down, and as we can see, the rebel forces are focusing on the center. Woods, you're going to fall back here. And if everything works as intended, we should be able to blob up the enemy in our center and maybe encircle a large part of their force. We have some struggles with our positioning in the center. Let's push everyone forward. Woods, you're going to focus down here. And we're going to get Bernie down on the flank of Garland. Croft is opening fire, McCook is also opening up, Robinson, you're going to move up once more, and we can see that Rains is moving up on the flank of McCook. Let's get Carr forward. It seems that he is not needed in our center. Woods push up and it looks like we've driven them out of our center. Pettigrew is coming up and we see a lot of retreating enemies over here. McCarthy, please silence some of their guns and we're going to get Amber Crumple down. Howie, move forward and destroy those people. And we have the Palmetto sharpshooters, I guess this is what this is supposed to mean, in our center. Some skirmishers. And we have now secured the center. Rains is in melee fighting, we are soon going to repel him. Wood, open up on these advancing forces. Page, get ready. And we can see that Howie is able to hit enemy guns. Hampton and Panda are coming up, trying to stop us it seems. But we have Abercrombie coming down. Howie, your skirmishers are going to pursue their artillery while your main force is going to focus on Hampton. And we have found more enemy guns. Down here, Rains is falling back. Let's get the boys forward. Woods, move forward. We have taken some casualties, but this should be an excellent position for our men to gain some experience. So let's get these 10-pounders on Jones. Howie's skirmishers need to deal with Hardaway. Very good. First enemy battery destroyed. Now we need to deal with Jones. And down here our soldiers are beginning to get exhausted. Supplies get closer to the front line. Grant get up here. Page is bleeding. He lost over 100 men. Devons, you're going to get into this hole in our line. Jones's artillery is focusing on Howie's skirmishers. Very good. Let's make sure he wastes this ammunition. And down here we can move Craft forward. Maycock, you're going to get on this flank. Carr should be strong enough to deal with Rains, especially since he has the good Springfield M1855. Hood is charging down the front line. Come on, if someone has reloaded, open up on him as long as his flank is so wonderfully exposed. Craft, shift. Oh yes, there is Hood running and Craft is getting ready. Come on, he has his back exposed. A nice volley, but not many casualties. A bit disappointed. Not gonna lie. Howie is routed, most unfortunately, but our artillery is still shooting on Jones. Jones' rear is exposed. This should mean that we are able to deliver a good amount of fire on the enemy artillery line. And it looks like the enemy front line is beginning to crumble. Let's get everyone forward. Rhodes is our primary target at the moment. Over here we can shoot at Pettigrew and we can simply see these numbers melt. Colonel Dustin Craft is wounded. I think he is one of ours, unfortunately. And Carr is getting ready to shoot in the exposed flank of Rains. Wonderful volley. And keep up with your movement. Howie skirmishers, get on Jones once more. And Darden, I'm getting you closer as well. The farmer is not very accurate, but it is a weapon that is able to deal a lot of damage. And I guess the closer you get with it, the more damage you can dish out. Maycock, you're also getting forward. And down here, Carr, you're going to hunt down Rains. General Grant, get closer to the front line. Supplies, also make sure no one runs out of ammo. Panda is bleeding. Wonderful. Devons is getting ready once more. Very nice volley on his flank. Abercrombie is ready again. He has his Springfield 1855. And this unit routed Panda. Very nice. Devons, move forward. Darden, move forward. Wood, move forward. I'm going to leave Bernie behind. He has only 400 soldiers. And these 10-pounders can move forward slightly. Jones is surprisingly still on the battlefield. But he is not going to be remaining there for a long time. Rains is coming up once more. Carr, I want you on the double to make sure that you can exploit this flank. Take aim. What a fantastic volley. Over here we can see Anderson falling back. Everyone, keep on pushing. We have this massive amount of enemy soldiers in our center. Over here, unfortunately, Howie was driven away. Devons, you're going to plug that hole. Page, you're going to push up over here. Jones is almost destroyed. We have the enemy flank over here. We have found the enemy snipers. And we are also about to silence the enemy artillery line. Down here, Rains is wavering once more. These Springfields are amazing weapons. Howie suffered over 300 casualties, unfortunately. Let's get his skirmishers back, they have served their purpose well. And we can also get these 10-pounders closer to our lines. Supplies move up, these walls I'm simply going to get on the point just in case someone is able to sneak past our lines. Howie, open up on Hood's flank. And over here we need to push, we do not have any time to spare. Kraft has taken over 300 casualties. These snipers are also going to do a number on them. Let's hope we can get enough rebuild farmers back to bring these units up to health. I do not know where Reigns went. I do not think that the unit broke. Darden, I'm going to send you further to the south, and these forces can start to blockade the northern part of the battlefield. We can see that some Confederate units are starting to collapse. And we have Reigns down there. We are going to shift our 10-pounders on them for the moment, and we're going to send Bernie down. But we're going to deal with Reigns in a short while. For now, it is time to mop up this enemy resistance. And it looks like Garland wants to fight us in the woods. Devins, you're going to charge, and we have Pettigrew who has surrendered, and he has the Springfield 1855. The rebels now actually field quality equipment. In the last few battles they had the Springfield 1842 as their best weapon, but now it looks like they can actually bring something decent to the field. So it looks like this might be the turning point for this campaign, where the rebels are actually going to be able to outclass us. Garland also has the 1855. Let's keep the boys moving. Darden, you're going to get the honor to fight off Reigns, and down here we can keep on pushing. It is very important for me to clean up as many enemy units as possible, because theoretically this should reduce the amount of enemies we will have to fight in the major battles. Howie, fire off. Volley, then you need to shift further to the west end of the battlefield so that there is place for Abercrombie. Ah, wonderful. Hampton is just a bleeding man. Croft is blocked by retreating soldiers or by DHL, I am not sure. Maycook, move forward. Carr, open fire. Carr so far has dished out over 800 kills and only took 36 casualties. I think our man bled a lot more seriously. Come on boys, push up, push up, push up. Devins, push down. And we are going to get Darden into striking distance of the enemy. He can stop running as well. Carr, you need to shift. Kraft, you need to push up. Kraft is one of ours. He has lost a lot of men. He has lost his commanding officer, so the unit needs a lot of experience to recover. Let's make sure that they can get it. And there Hampton is routing. We have enemy supplies in striking distance, and we are getting closer and closer. Let's get Grant down here to motivate the men. Let's also get our supplies up. Some of our soldiers are running out of ammunition, not that it is going to matter. Carr is going to charge in into the flank of Howden if possible. But it doesn't look possible. No, it was actually possible. Hatton has surrendered. He also has the 1855. We're going to get lots and lots of this weapon. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use it for a long time. The enemy is now starting to blob up in the center. Let's get our boys down and clean this up. We can see down here that Barney is charging in. I wanted him to charge in with Darden, but this was not possible. Let's get Darden to move in. Carr can charge in. And with this ends the battle. And as we can see here, the supplies, Hood and Hampton surrendered just in time. At the beginning of the battle, we had 17,900 soldiers and 15 artillery pieces. And after this incredibly short battle, we suffered 3,000 casualties and lost 3 of our guns. On the rebel side, however, they attacked with 11,000 men and 11 artillery pieces, and they lost over 7,700 infantry, 7 artillery pieces, and 2,100 of their soldiers surrendered, meaning that the core of Daniel Hill got completely wiped out. We have achieved all of our goals, and the best unit by far was Carr with over 1,130 kills, followed by Howie with 1,040 kills and Darden with 999. The losses are led by Wood, who suffered 500 casualties, followed by Croft with 460 and Howie with 417. And within our officer corps, Brigadier General John Robinson got killed, Colonel Dustin Croft got wounded, and the Colonels Jeannie Darden and Bobby Woods got promoted to Brigadier General. Last but not least, we were able to save some farmers and report farmers, and we captured over 1,700 Springfield 1855s. We also captured 61 Sharps and got our hands on 110 Springfield M1842s. Also 2 10-pounder Parrots got rescued and 2 12-pounder Napoleons got captured. And we got our hands on 4,000 enemy supplies. We were also awarded with another career point for reputation, $115,000 and 5,200 fresh recruits, and the 2,000 prisoners we made got exchanged for 1,000 additional recruits. The brigades in our 3rd Corps are going to need a little bit help to get back up to fighting strength, and it looks like we are soon going to run out of these low quality weapons, but we still have enough to sustain a couple large brigades. And this has to be it for this episode. Next episode we are going to fight in the major battle of Gaines Mill, and until we meet again, I wish you all a great time.